Hi, this is Tyrone, and welcome to another edition of The Agent. This week's episode is titled The Waiting Game, Planting and Sowing Seeds. One of the hardest things in fashion or life is to wait. The waiting game, they call it. Waiting for your break, that elusive opportunity to knock on your door, taking you to success. In the 1990s, at the height of the supermodel era, considered one of the most beautiful and outrageous period of fashion, had a model from the Caribbean, actually Jamaica, who for 2 years could not get a break in the business. We tried everything to get her notice, planted seeds everywhere, letting everyone know about her, but to no avail. But through it all, she kept smiling and pushing forward. Then one day, she decided to walk away, to give up and go back home. She had no money, and it was getting harder for her to survive in New York, even when we tried to help as much as possible. But in the end, she felt maybe she should go back to university. But just then, that call came in, that elusive call we'd all been waiting for. The call came from the amazing photographer Stephen Meisel, who was shooting the Calvin Klein CK campaigns at that time. She met with him, and they decided to book her for the campaign. Finally, the doors of opportunities were opening. However, it came with a price. They decided to do a radical change on her, buzz cut her hair like a boy, like Grace Jones. We didn't care. We were just so thankful for a door to open. Even if they had said she should shave it off, I'm sure we would have said yes. But that boy buzz cut worked. She instantly became a star, and the rest is history. Her career took off, shooting Vogues all over the world with some of the greatest photographers in the business. But isn't it funny that when she had booked her ticket to return home, the call came in? We see the covers of Vogues, but we don't see the pain and heartache the models go through to get there. The hundreds or thousands of no's they receive before that one yes comes in. Everything takes time. There's no shortcut to getting on the cover of Vogue. There's labor in everything. You have to plant first before you can reap. The hardest part is the waiting game. You see, when you plant a seed, it gets buried. It goes dark underneath the soil for days, weeks, months, or even years before it shoots up. In life, you go down before you go up. We don't reap before we sow. And if we try to go up before our time, we will not have roots strong enough to stay at the top. That model's roots were so strong that she stayed at the top of the game for years and is still working stronger in the business. One day, Jesus, the greatest agent ever lived, shared the parable of a farmer and the seeds he planted. Some fell along the path, some on rocks, some among thorns, and others on good soil. But there are two seeds that he spoke of that day that I think we should think of. One fell amongst thorns, which grew up and choked the plant. But another fell on good soil that when it came up, yielded a crop 100 times more than was sown. The seed sown on good soil stands for those with a noble and good heart who hear the word, retain it, and persevering produce a good crop. That model sowed kindness even throughout her most difficult time waiting in fashion. I never saw or heard her complain or say one bad word about another person. She kept smiling and being gracious to everyone around. She planted goodness and reaped a great harvest. Waiting is a seed that requires patience, which too is also a seed. What seed are you sowing in life? Are you the thorn that chokes the life out of others? Too bitter or difficult to get along with? Remember, whatever you sow, you shall also reap. Until next time, continue to trust the greatest agent ever lived, Christ Almighty, God Himself. Shabbat Shalom. Have a blessed weekend. Ciao, ciao. Bye-bye.